Tuesday, July the 8th, day 30. Currently stopped in Estella, which is a small town, and the one-way system is killing me. I've only left that cafe over there, and they're sending me around the wrong direction all the time. I haven't worked it out. I'll get there. Yes, I had something to eat, stocked up on food, got some butter and some croissants and some milk to go with my coffee. So if I do a bit more cycling today and look out for a good camping spot which is remote, then I can brew up some coffee without having to worry about people thinking I'm setting fire to the countryside. It is my plan. And yeah, so hopefully do a few more miles today, having only done about 7 or 8 so far. 6 o'clock, day 30, camp 30 has already started. I started setting up about 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I'd found a good remote spot, and I wanted to play with my making coffee with my gasification stove again, and found a good way of keeping the little thing still. As you observe there, I've got 3 of the tent pegs, the particular type of tent pegs I don't like for normal operations because they don't go in the ground too easily. I can bang them into the ground with stones around the tin and make it a very, very flat, stable surface from which to put the stove on top. Sorry, I shouldn't shake the hammock while I'm filming. There we go. So we're fighting the flies here today. For some reason there's a hell of a lot of ordinary blue bottles, or whatever you call them, green bottles, flies that are coming around, and doing a bit of solar collection over there. Got the panel out, charging my stuff up. I think did about only 15 miles as the crow flies today, but that's enough for what we have in mind. I think I might try and do a little bit more tomorrow, because I won't fancy stopping early just to do this coffee making again. I only made 2 cups of coffee. It probably took about 3/4 of an hour worth of work preparing the wood. Tried it with pine cone segments. You take the little plates off like plate armour, and there's one there just behind the cooking tin, the cooking stove. But that was not successful. There needs to be enough air getting through by having the sticks upwards. But I had trouble with 3 successive goes. It worked, but it wouldn't burn all the way down. For some reason there was either too much air and not enough wood, or not enough air. I think there must have been too much air. That would be the difference compared to the normal ones that I used to do back in Brixham. That worked and burnt all the way down. I had one burn all the way down, and the other two didn't, only burned a little bit down, and another one where the segments where it wouldn't really burn at all because there was not enough airflow. Right, going to tidy up a little bit so that the flies have nowhere to aim at, and then hopefully they'll disappear, and then I'll hide underneath my mosquito netting so that they can't get at me, and read a book and do another Spanish lesson, I think. So this is Camp 30 viewed from the outside looking in. I wanted to highlight the angle I've got the tarpaulin at, such that if I get rained on, the rain will drip down, run down the tarpaulin in rivulets, because it's steep on both sides, and because it's like that, if I was to be hit by a very heavy rainstorm, I think I would get no water coming on the inside. Also, because I have favoured the leg side, which is at this end, with respect to the way that I put the tarpaulin up, note that there's a big gap there, a big enough gap to get the trailer in, so that the trailer won't get wet. The bike's not really so much of a problem, in that if it does get wet, it doesn't seem to suffer, and it's less likely to get wet underneath its cover. So I think that's a good way of setting up as a norm. If I wanted to put washing on the line there, as it were, I still could. And I think I should make a note to do that more often. I could have it lower still if I wanted to, but I don't think it makes too much difference. Possibly at this head end it makes a difference, maybe, in that if the rain was to be blown in this direction, then it would begin to get this bit wet. But no, I don't think it's going to would do too much harm, and there would be less chance of that if the whole thing had been lower like that. So yeah, next time maybe set it up a little bit lower. And it all varies, of course, as to exactly what height the hammock's going to be. At the moment the dog is in it. If the dog was not in it, it would be not here, but up here somewhere anyway. But anyway, this steep angle is something that's handy for rainstorms, and getting the trailer underneath each night I think would be very relevant as well. So let's try and do that from now on.